G Nuestra statement after 30 days of the explosions in Bata. In G Nuestra, we are Bata. The Guinea Equatorial también es nuestra. G Nuestra platform wants to express its solidarity with the victims and our deepest condolences to the families of the deceased in the March the 7th explosions in Nkwantoma. Over the last month, G Nuestra has continued its efforts to assist those affected and has encountered shocking scenes after weeks since the blast took place. Citizens are witnessing astonished how bad the situation is managed by the government in their effort to alleviate the consequences of the explosions. We have been shocked to see how victims did not receive medical care just because they didn't have insurance. We are also concerned that many of the bodies have yet to be claimed or identified by their relative. G Nuestra rejects the self-centered actions by the Vice President Teodoro Nguema Obiang Mange that lack any type of legal grounds. The Vice President summoned more than 3,000 affected people at the Ngolos Conference Center to collect his support. This act not only violates the security protocols of COVID-19, but also violates the dignity and integrity of the families concerned. This support cannot and should not replace the compensation to which any victim is entitled under the current legislation. On the other hand, the government's usual lack of transparency calls into question the use of the more than 10 billion Franco Cefas, US is about 18 million United States dollars, fund announced. Even excluding additional contributions to this fund by national and international donors, each of the 3,000 individuals summoned should have received nearly 3 million Franco Cefas, around $5,500 American dollars, which is very far from reality. G Nuestra continues to demand an independent investigation so that the people of Equatorial Guinea can know the truth about what happened in Nkwantoma. In the same vein, G Nuestra requires the Vice President, as the one in charge of defense and security of the country, to cease its media campaign at the expenses of the dead, and to comply with its obligation to identify and protect other explosive storage locations in or around urban areas, reminding that the explosions in Nkwantoma reach a radius of up to 10 kilometers. Likewise, in view of the seriousness of the situation, G Nuestra demands the government not to spare any means to take care of the victims by offering free food and medicines in hospitals. The precarious scenes that our volunteers have witnessed is as sad as unbearable in an oil-producing country. We insist on our demand to use the hotels of the city and the rest of the mainland region to offer shelter to those that lost their homes. And we also request that access to social housing be facilitated to these victims. Finally, G Nuestra wants to express its strongest condemnation of the government's ban of citizens' initiative to mourn their relative killed during the explosions. People and their family need the warmth and emotional support of the nation, the citizens of Equatorial Guinea. We call on the government to reconsider its position and not to despise citizens' feelings in times of humanity and compassion. We reiterate our solidarity with all those affected, wishing a speedy recovery for those wounded. In Equatorial Guinea también es nuestra. We will be following closely these events because we are all Bata.